some evidence of how we can use our abilities and then allow others to be helpful with our abilities. This last year, I was contacted by a family member who was very concerned because their son had run away, a nephew of mine, and they had been missing for a while. And they called me up because they know that I'm able to tap in certain ways, and they said, "Please help me find my son." So then I do is what I do is I zoom myself out, right, and I see myself in the area of where the son is. And it happens a few ways. For me, in my psychic detective work, I see like a map, and I could literally, it's like a GPS in your car. I could follow the line and the pathway. But I wasn't getting enough information of where he was going. I could see where he left, the street that he was going down, where he turned, where he had stopped, but I wasn't getting enough information. So then I decided to allow my ability to be clairvoyant. And clairvoyant we know as understanding to be able to see clearly. But I know that if I communicate with my ability to see clearly, I can see profoundly. So what I did, instead of just looking in on what was going on in his mind, I looked in on the area that he was at. And in order to do that, I borrowed vision. I looked in through the eyes of the people that saw him. So in that moment, I had to borrow someone else's sight. So I had to see myself inside of the vision of a store clerk that was around him. I had to see him through the vision of someone that was passing him on the road. So I had to borrow vision. Now, I'm not tapping in a way with no permission. Every time I am able to see in this way or feel in this way with all my intuitions, it is always through permission. Now, that person's brain may not have registered that they were granting permission, but my higher self is speaking to higher self. And everything wants to be helpful in that moment. So were we able to locate him? We were able to locate him. Were they in the exact location of where I was seeing them? At one point he was. But it is an example of how we can allow ourselves to tap in profoundly and ask for assistance from someone else who might be intuitive. I borrowed your eyes. But I gave them back.